Something funny. My friend Drew, I'm sure he's watching this right now. We were just talking about this a couple weeks ago, actually. He was talking about how recently he had been on a hunt and he stood up to stretch his legs and he saw a deer, so he sat back down till that deer was gone. Then he stood up again, and a couple minutes after that deer had left, and he saw another one. He said every time he stood up, he saw a deer, and it's just weird stuff like that. That sometimes like you'll connect something happening to something else happening and all that. Oh yeah, it's always totally coincidence. Even though I'm super superstitious, like really superstitious, I know it doesn't actually have any effect, but I still got to do it in case it does have an effect. The blue underwear, it's in the underwear. That one came about 3 or 4 years ago. You got to wear blue Hanes. You got to be a pair of Hanes boxer briefs that are some kind of blue. Dad had killed a deer wearing a pair of blue Hanes, and I also have some pairs of blue Hanes, and I don't know, it just kind of became a thing. I'm even wearing blue Hanes right now. We just kind of started off as a joke, and now it's just like, I really just only wear blue Hanes hunting just because, what if it's real? This is for everything. This doesn't just apply to hunting. This is even if you're at the house. If you open a knife, you have to be the one to close it. I cringe every time somebody opens a knife and another person's closed it. I don't like being around it. If I open it, I gotta close it. If Eli opens the knife, Eli closes it. That's the way it goes. If you open a knife, you close the knife. One more superstition that's kind of funny to me that I recently heard within this past year is this guy that Dad knows from work, Sammy. He told me that to put apples on my hat, like a really ripe apple on my hat, and you'll see a big deer. Because he said the biggest buck he ever shot he was wearing apples on his hat. And I thought it was the craziest thing. It's just pretty funny. So I tried it one time just for fun, and it was actually one of the more interesting hunts that I've had this year. This right here, my #1 superstition when I'm deer hunting. Wiener sausages. You gotta eat a whole can of them in the evening if you're gonna hunt the next morning or the next day in general. That's seven sausages in a can. So I got 7 crackers here. Here's the way I like to eat them. Duke's mayonnaise. Gotta be Duke's. Best mayonnaise on the face of the earth. Put some mayonnaise on a cracker. Take this Wiener. Nothing better. I came up with this one a few years ago when one night I ate a whole can of them before I went hunting the next morning and then killed a deer that next day. So then the next time I went, I just said, I gotta do it.